touchdown. Here's Koo to kick off. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds, so really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. Lance and the 49ers now. 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Up the middle, here's Mitchell. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a... That's it. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. On 2nd down, here's Mitchell. And he'll be tackled at the 45 following a gain of just 2. And, Charles, you wonder about this defense coming in. I mean, look, it's no secret they're playing a team that's down on its luck right now. Losers of 5 straight. How does that change how you prepare for a game?
Well, to me, the first thought is you just get after them early, right? Take away any chance of them building any confidence. But it's
they're looking for Kittle, but it's intercepted. It's Eric Harris who picks it. And the Falcons are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
And he's got a good gain of 7 up to the 37. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. That's caught left side to tight end Pitts. Room here to run. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. I tell you, for a defender, that's got to be a scary sight, seeing a big man like this with a head of steam behind him as he makes that catch and then turns upfield.
Yeah, we've seen a few moments like this in the first half already from this defense. You know you're going to give up some catches, but it's what they do after the catch that's really been hurting them. And it does again right there.
Barkley. And will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. And you can see the distance traveled there after the catch on the next-gen stats. Barkley again. But he will lose yardage here as they knock him back to the 3. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
The San Francisco defense trying to hold tough again. This is 3rd and goal. Back to throw. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. You can already start to hear this crowd. They're saying, go for it.
Yeah, have we ever been at a game where you've heard the crowd go, field goal, field goal?
No, I have not. That's a good point.
Yeah, they always want to go for it, and I think they've got the right idea right now. The way they've moved the ball in this drive, I wouldn't stop that momentum. Go get it.
Koo knocks this one through the post. So a long drive gets him down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
From his end zone, Wilson. And they'll be backed up a bit to start as he's out of bounds at the 16. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. And Lance throws the interception, his 3rd. Picked off by A.J. Terrell. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line.
Partner, have you ever heard the story of Icarus in mythology? That's the guy who flew too close to the sun and had his wings melted. That was our guy right there. Keeps pressing it and pressing it. Finally, on that throw, he paid the price with that turnover.
Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
He did have the touchdown run earlier, but not a heck of a lot more than that throughout this game.
No, not at all. In fact, I would say that this defense has done as good of a job on him as they have on any runner in recent memory. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Back to throw here. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Oren Burks. There he goes, right side. The 30. And a super return as he gets us all the way down inside the 25-yard line.
Well, Brandon, as they say in popular culture, this one's going to leave a mark because they can see the end zone, but it'll stay out of reach because of their error. All their offensive teammates have to give the quarterback right now.
And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Elijah Mitchell, a 23-yard run. And the 49ers get a bit closer. Gold able to tack on the extra point, and that'll cut the lead to 17-7. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. Here comes Harris out of the end zone. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. A big mistake last time they were on the field, tossing that interception inside the red zone and really taking away what had been a pretty successful drive up to that point.
Yeah, and I don't think there's any question about it. As they head out on the field for this drive, that whole offensive unit is just thinking redemption. You know, they moved it really well, didn't pay it off. This time, they want to make sure that ball ends up in the end zone, and they're the ones possessing it.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. They'll look to throw. Man open, that's Calvin Ridley. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 36 yards on the play.
We know play callers can be very creative in this game today, but sometimes when they've got receivers with speed like this, they don't need to design incredibly complex calls. Sometimes it's just get the ball in his hands and let him do his thing. In a sense, less can become more, and it was right there.
That boy showing how tough he can be to bring down, just fighting his way forward to pick up 7 yards. Running again with Barkley on 2nd down. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. 45 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. There's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. That's out to the left, flat and complete. Touchdown! Demir Bird, a 14-yard touchdown. And his guys now an extra point away from taking a 3-score lead. Koo able to connect on the extra point. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. From his end zone, Wilson. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but, Charles, they look up, and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
Yeah, and I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended. Go ahead and try and repeat that. Then you can look at the scoreboard and see where this game is.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown. And that pick six, Charles, that moves it up now to a 3-touchdown advantage. A great individual defensive effort there to continue what has been a very lopsided first half.
And I better buckle in my seatbelt, right? Because you know, as a former DB, when I see a pick six, I'm up and jumping up and down watching it. Yeah, I'm supposed to be neutral, but those kind of plays, they excite me every time. They are in absolute control in this one. Nice play there.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. From his end zone, Wilson. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Ready, break.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Cover 38. Blaster 6. Blue striker.
Throwing on first down is Lance. And he'll get nothing out of that one. It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up second down. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
Ready. Hey, green. 10 cycles. Yellow, blue. Red, yellow. Green, jack.
Throwing again on second down. Lance. It's caught. Mitchell. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. He'll get a dozen there, and it's a first down, 49ers.
White. 6, Madden. Yellow. Yellow, blue. Cut.
Lance looking to throw it. Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack.
Ready.
Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16.
Hey, blue. Ready.
Another try after the first down sack. Lance. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. I hate to say it, Charles, but the way that he has played in this first half, you just kind of hold your breath every time he drops back to pass.
Yeah, you might be holding your breath, but those guys on the defensive side of the ball, they've got big smiles on their faces. He's handing out picks like the people just leave the candy out at Halloween, and you take what you want. They're having a blast out there playing against him today.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get the 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
A final shot before half for Lance. And able to haul it in is Kittle. And he is going to have a 49ers first down as this defense cannot come up with a play that they need. In fact, they surrender a big chunk, 17 yards there on 4th down. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Falcons back to receive. They've got the lead, and they'll get this football as the second half gets underway. Here comes Harris out of the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
Here we go.
About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line.
Ready.
Second half begins with a run from Barkley. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 60 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now.
Well, as we've learned over the years, just because a guy plays left tackle doesn't mean he doesn't have run blocking abilities. And we just saw it there. Controlled the line of scrimmage, created a big gain.
That's kind of a bonus. He's there to protect that high value that you have back under center, but he creates space in the run game.
Yeah, not only can he dance, he can mash, too.
Here's a run on first down that won't even get back to the line of scrimmage. He will lose a yard. 2nd and 11. Second and 11. And this one too low.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. They're going to look to throw.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by the former first-rounder, Jimmy Ward. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line. Well, pretty much everything went their way offensively in the first half, but now an interception on the opening drive of the third quarter.
As we know, the key to everything here, don't get careless with the football. The problem is you've got to stay aggressive as well. So where's the line between being aggressive and attacking and being overly aggressive? I think they just crossed it on that one.
On first down, they go back to Mitchell. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down. Now they'll run the option to the short side left. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown.
His second rushing touchdown of the year and third overall.
And the Niners take the interception on defense and convert it into 6 points.
Lance going to try to throw for this.
And they're going to get the 2-point conversion, caught in the end zone, and that cuts the lead a bit further. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away.
Here comes Harris out of the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. And a short pickup to about the 25.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. They'll go to Barkley again. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
He finds Matthews. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Ready?
It's Barkley on the counter, and he is going to lose yardage here.
Ready.
So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. He's got it to Matthews, complete. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And this will wind up being a 3rd and 3.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. The keeper there turning into a big play of 23 yards, and it moves the sticks.
How about that there? No frills, no additives, right? Nothing crazy. Just find a way to pick up the first down. A nice run right there.
Completes it to Ridley. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. And that'll be a free 5 yards for the offense.
Just like a tennis match, that's just an unforced error. Stay alert, don't jump early, and give them free yardage.
So a 1st and 5 now after the 5-yard penalty from the neutral zone infraction.
Shot, 17.
They'll try the right side here. Barkley. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. And just a yard on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 4. Now keep in mind, if you're thinking of staying on the ground, this is a top 5 rush defense.
Yeah, but I don't think you shy away totally with the run. At least show them the hint of a run before you decide to throw the football.
This is a 2nd and 4. Ball at the 9.
Strike. 43 rail. Set,
Again, it's Barkley. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. 72 yards rushing now for Barkley. It's a 1st down.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. They'll set up a throw. This is caught. Touchdown, Falcons. Damian Williams, his first touchdown on the year. And the Falcons are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this 3rd quarter. Koo now for the point after. I was just about to say he had missed an extra point all season, but there it is. His first miss, no good. And they won't be able to run another play. Time has expired on this 3rd quarter. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Here's Koo to kick it off. From his end zone, Wilson. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. On 1st down, Lance. That's another one complete to Mitchell. From the 17, Lance. He finds Kittle going across the field. The 40. The 20. Touchdown, 49ers. George Kittle, 83 yards. And the 49ers have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. They'll try and throw for it. And now here's another interception.
It's interesting that when it comes to 2-point conversions, even heavy run teams tend to throw the ball in these situations. In this case, this one was intercepted.
Yeah, they weren't fooled. They were ready for the pass, picked it off. Oh, I think the Niners got it back. Yes, San Fran recovers. Well, that certainly makes things more interesting. You get the score, then you get the onside kick. A little uphill battle still, but a start.
It's not mission accomplished, but the plan is working. They are in a great spot right now, and the best part, they put the defense right back out on the field after having already scored.
Yeah, they've got the momentum here now. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Trey Lance with touchdown number 3 in the game and 6 on the year. Well, Charles, he's already proven that he's not afraid to tuck that football down on the option, and he's into the end zone for the 2nd time in the game.
And that's exactly what you need from your quarterback. the ability to run the ball fearlessly. And in fact, many quarterbacks will tell you running the football doesn't scare them. Standing in the pocket and taking blindside hits, that's what terrifies him.
And he will get into the end zone, and the two-point conversion will cut this down to a 6-point game. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. Here comes Harris out of the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. Things sure were looking good for them at the half. Heck, off the air, you and I were just saying they might run away with this thing and cruise to a victory. Not anymore.
Yeah, the cruise control has to be off at this point. Now you've got to mash the gas yourself. Again, who's going to step up and make a big play for you? Who's going to take care of business now that you're being pressed? It is definitely go time for them at this moment.
All of a sudden clinging to a slim lead and hoping to hold on to that lead. On second down, here's Barkley. And he'll be stopped up at the 26 after a gain of only a couple.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
The Falcons on third down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This will be 3rd and 6.
Trouble 38.
They'll look to throw here. And he's got a man, Calvin Ridley. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
10 seconds. Ready?
They'll look to throw here on first down. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
A give to Barkley out of the gun. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on third down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
On third down, they're going to go with the option. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 4th down. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Ready, ready. Whole team.
He'll look to throw. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. The Falcons go for it, but it doesn't work out. And the 49ers are going to get the football back. So that's a decision that could loom pretty large here. They go for it on 4th down, but come up empty.
But I actually like the call. And the reason? It shows me a head coach has faith in his team overall. First on the offensive side, thinking they can pick it up, but also knowing that he has faith in his defense that if they don't, they'll go out there and stop him. I like the confidence he showed.
On 1st and 10, here's Lance. He'll dump that one off to Mitchell. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
Green gap. Striker. 3-3. Right.
From just shy of midfield, Lance, the tight end Kittle, has it on the left side. And he'll wind up getting this to the 32. A play that started at the 16, and that's how many yards they get. First down. First down, here's Mitchell. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11. This linebacking core, they've done a good job of keeping that running game in check, haven't they?
They certainly have, and what they'll also do when this game is over is thank the guys up front, the big defensive line, because they've kept them clean, so to speak. Not letting blockers get to them, allowing them to run to the football and keep that running game bottled up.
Let's go. Red cycle.
On second and 11 now. Lance, left side, that's caught by Mitchell. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. 2 yards the loss there. Now third and 14.
Oh, I know it goes against the grain here. It totally goes against it, but you've got to drop the ball in that situation. He makes the catch, but he loses yards and doesn't get out of bounds.
Now Lance. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Partner, they've got one chance left to keep this one going, and I think for you and me, let's think along with their offensive coordinator now. Has to think back, cycle through every play of this contest, and remember what's worked and what hasn't. Because right here, he needs the best play of the game in order to keep this one alive.
Wide open.
Desperation time here. Lance. And he'll find McLeod on the right side, complete. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. First and goal, a touchdown and a 2-point conversion here are musts. On the option, running left is Lance. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game.
Considering they've seen him have some big gains against them throughout this game, that's got to feel like a measure of revenge as they trap him behind the line of scrimmage for a loss.
Here we go.
So they get pushed back to the 11, and here's second and goal. They run over center with Mitchell. And this one also slow in developing as he's maybe getting back here to the line of scrimmage, but not much more than that. So stuff for no gain on second down brings up a pretty interesting third from this distance.
I'm throwing the ball, and I'm not even thinking about play pass. I'm going to let him know right away I'm throwing it, but I'm probably giving my quarterback some room, sprint him out to one side or the other, and give him an opportunity. If it breaks down, he can take off and run for it.
Lance back to throw. And it's intercepted at the goal line. It's Eric Harris who picks it. And the Falcons have just about sewn up this football game. And you have to wonder, Charles, a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
Well, based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day, because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions.
I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you watch high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. And a quick shuffle pass here is complete. And that's not nearly going to be enough. Stopped at the 22, and he needed plenty more. A couple more minutes, and maybe the outcome of this one, Charles, would have been different. But ultimately, time runs out on the comeback, so it falls short. And they hold on to win this by just one possession.
Not the fourth quarter they wanted, but they did earn the win, and they'll be happy about that, and they should be. Now they're going to go back to practice, see what they can do to prevent a future lead.
You gotta is in blue. You gotta choose. You like the